Hey, living in Boulder Village. I think it's the 29th of February. Of August. Can't remember what day it is. It's noon 40ish or something. I was working until 6. I know that because I was working and then I looked and it said 6. And I looked outside and it was looking light out and I said, maybe I should go to sleep. So I slept. I didn't have any problem sleeping. Fell right asleep and then I woke up at 12. So I got 6 hours of actual sleep. But that's also 6 hours from stopping working until waking up again. And so, but then I was kind of laying around. I was watching like Curb Your Enthusiasm videos on my cell phone for the last 40 minutes. I like to take my time getting going in the morning or the afternoon when I get up. Having asthma though, because I found a bag of change in with my little pencil holder glass thing and went to the store and dumped it out and they counted it and I got some reefer, which I don't know if was a good idea. I quit smoking weed, but when you're not exercising and just working on the website, it kind of helps get smoke weed, but yeah. But I've got super bad asthma now, so just took my Advair. Then I have to take 2 hits of this salbutamol. I really need to quit smoking weed. I need to hang out and work on my website without that. Anyway, so what I was doing yesterday, I got up yesterday kind of at the same time and I worked a little bit and then I went to my mom's house. I think I called her to see if she wanted to go on a bike ride, but she invited me over to eat. So I just went over there and I got coleslaw and ate that, and then I ate something else, I think there was like a veggie patty or something, or maybe even 2 veggie patties. I got a lot of meals, food, and then I came home. I said hi to her, and then I came home. That was the first time she'd ever invited me over to her house just to eat. Usually I go over there, and that's kind of like the other thing that I do, you know? That's kind of partially what motivates me to go over there, free food. But, so yeah. And then she said something about go on a bike ride later, but I didn't want to go back to her house twice yesterday, so she didn't call me to go on a ride. So I just came back and I'm working. So what I spent all day long yesterday, I think I did. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. Whoops. At 4 in the morning, I did go to 7-Eleven and got some chips, some Doritos, and salsa. I don't know how much that was, but because I had a can of refried beans that I mixed in with the salsa and cooked in the microwave for an hour, and then, so I'm not hungry at all, because I had that like not so long before I went to sleep. I went there because I was working all day long on my Atlantis. That's what I was doing all day long. And I'm making good progress, doing a lot of good stuff. I realized, because I think yesterday was the first or second day that I went full-time on the Atlantis, and I realized that my Atlantis project is the one that's the closest to finished out of everything. I kind of knew that before, but I forgot. After working on it for like a day, I realized that not only is it the time, it's the least amount of time I need to go until I'm done with it, but I think overall it's least amount of time. It's the smallest project, but it's the most interesting, I think, and it's the most original. So yeah, I really don't have that much more to go, like another few days. And then I'll be ready for making my video, and I want to make a really good video, because it's a really good, interesting project. So yesterday what I was doing is just organizing it. I had to organize stuff, and then I finished the day by I was kind of fixing the names and numbering all the buildings in the downtown area, but then sometimes with the computer, with Google Earth, if you Control-C, if you copy text from one of the KMZ files, it shuts the whole program down. And so I knew that before. My program hadn't crashed on me since I started working on this again. But since I knew that from before, I had been, making sure to save it, because if you don't save it, you lose everything on Google Earth. It's not like that with Dreamweaver, but luckily it wasn't that much work. Since the last time I saved it, I had numbered all the like 34 buildings in the downtown area, And so that's all. That's the only work that I didn't do. So yeah, I went in there and then I think I finished it. I went and got food and had a meal, and then I finished it. And I think that's pretty much all I did before I crashed. So I'm gonna go in there and make sure that all those are numbered and named. And then then labeled. I was labeling them. That's another thing I have to do is label everything. I have a separate file called labels, so you can just switch them all on and off. I'll use that for my video. I was thinking about linking them to Flickr, but I decided against that because, I mean, I was going to do it for anybody who went into my my Atlantis Google Earth and wanted to know what these real buildings look like. You could just click it, and then it would take you to Flickr. But I think people, if when they want to do that, they could just Google it anyway and go to the Wikipedia on their own and find it. You don't need the image. And if you're going to do the images for my YouTube video, it's a lot less time consuming to just add the images, and it looks better just right on top like a screen capture. So that's what I'm going to do when I do my video of it. So today I'm going to attach labels, make sure everything's organized, and almost done, I think, making sure that the city itself is, and that's the vast majority. And then add labels. So yeah, who knows? Maybe it's not that much, but there's this one folder in the Google Earth that has like all of these canals. Like when I got built the island of Atlantis, I built the 1,800 kilometer canal or whatever that Plato talked about. I made it his size. But then I think after I did that, I examined it closer and I saw all of the other actual canals, the ones that you can actually see. And so I think I'm going to add those in with what I have. So I'll use both because you can clearly see a lot of canals in there. So that's what I'm going to do when I'm done doing all the stuff that I'm working on, the labeling and the organizing and everything. I'm not going to build canals and that'll be their own folder, but of the ones that I see. I think they built them with sound arrays because they're perfectly like hollowed out, like in a perfect sphere. So it looks like they went over with a hover device, like a flying machine, anti-gravity giant ship, and sending out rays of sound that just whoosh, pushed it out or packed it down in a perfect bowl. So yeah, maybe they had more technology. Maybe the aliens went in there, built Atlantis, and then left and let normal people live there for a while. I don't know, because the really big one was like a mile or something in diameter. It's really big. So, and it crisscrosses the whole thing. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, my lungs are, in bad shape. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy any more weed after this, if I can even get through this, because, lungs going downhill. Can't smoke weed anymore. I mean, I was even having asthma without the smoking weed, but I was manageable. But with this, it's bad. So anyways, that's what I'm up to. So let's see, one more week of working on Google, I'll say. And then after that, a week of making the video. So if I go 100%, that's 2 weeks. And then I could conceivably be coming out with the Atlantis video, which is going to be super interesting. And then maybe I can focus on getting in shape again, start writing and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I mean, if I'm hooked, if I'm happy about that video, I might get hooked on fixing, just tidying up the Google Earth of everything else, and then, Rome. I figured I had like 3 weeks left of working on Google Earth Rome, and after I do that, I can make the videos on that. And so if I make a really good video in Atlantis, which is the easiest thing that I have, then I can make, I'll have a template for all those other ones. It'll be really good. Anyways, keep this under 10 minutes. Talk to you tomorrow.